Hey, this is Friday.
Yeah, what's going on, Fry Daddy?
How much, Bo? I was going to tell you that there's a setting when we go like log into Zoom. I can show you later that we can
Yeah,
set it
automatically
automatically.
records it.
Okay, you got it. Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna do it. I was in my head, so I be wanting everything to be kind of like perfect. And I'm gonna put these on YouTube. And then I was like, man, if I just start recording it and I don't start my chart class, I'm gonna have to go edit this video and cut out that whole little part. But since you just said that, I'm gonna just start doing that, and everybody could just fast forward. Thank you so much, Fry Daddy. Um, real quick, since I just started recording, what I'm talking about, what I'm talking about is entries and exits and how I find setups and different setups. And I'll repeat everything that I said here in a second. Before I keep moving forward, let me go ahead and do that as well, because I just read that question. I should go ahead and do that. Let me turn off the strat. All right, cool. And I'm gonna answer your question, but I just turned off the strat because I know that I have certain things on my chart, and as I'm talking about certain things or teaching you guys certain things, you're gonna ask a question is basically gonna make me do a whole nother class. All right, so what is the number 2 and 1 over your candlesticks? Real quick, because I'm gonna do classes over that. That is called the strat. It is just letting you know the direction. 2 is a directional bar, letting you know that it went 2 down and direction wants to continue to go down. If it's a 2 up, is the direction of the candlestick wanting to go 2 up. The reason it's a 2 up is because it broke the previous high. The reason it's a 2 down is like this one right here would be a 2 down, is a 2 down because it broke the previous low. This one would be a 2 up because it broke the previous high. An inside candle would be something of this nature right here. And reason being is because we did not break the high of the previous candle, right here, nor the low of the previous candle. So it's consolidating, and it's a tightening range. It's not really going anywhere. It's tightening its range off of a broadening formation. And then a 3 bar, which is, where's the 3 bar? Where's the 3 bar? Where's the 3 bar? Right here. Oh, that's not a 3 bar. My bad, bro. Hold on. Try to find a 3 bar. 3 bar right here. So a 3 bar is an engulfing bar, right? Is basically letting you know that this candlestick broke the previous high, and also it broke the previous low. So it's making a bigger broadening formation, and it's an engulfing candle. It engulfed the previous candle. It broke the previous high and the previous low. And you could just jump in my inbox, bro, and I'll answer all your questions that you may have about the strat as well and guide you. Hey, Moody, please, can you explain how to create a plan, man? Yeah, I'm gonna get to that, bro. I got you, no problem. So as I'm going through American Airlines, that's what I'm seeing, a magnitude. And what we'll be saying, I put it right here so I don't forget, 640. I really want it for 650, right? So another thing that I'll do is draw that line right there, right? Boom, 640, 650. I come check and see how many times it taps. I'm already seeing it. If you guys want me to like break it down really slowly, I can. And I'd rather do that, but I know I'm a little pressed for time. And please forgive me about that. It's normally not like that. Trust me. Next week it'll be different, hopefully. But long story short, I'm just seeing what I'm seeing right here is how it fell down. It broke through my line. Just everything I'm gonna talk about is about this line. It flushed through, it broke through, and I could see how it was like resistance. They kept trying to break back over it. They broke over it pretty strong with this one with nice volume, came back down. Even when they came back down on this day or this week, they never broke past it. This week, they opened above it, then they broke past it, right? So that's what I'm looking at. And I'm seeing how they react when they come back. I'm looking at the price action on how it reacts when it comes back here. And this is a pretty good resistance, but it's also a pretty good support, right? Because you can see how anytime it tried to bounce and it broke. But when it started bouncing over here, it went ahead and took off, and you can see all the bounces right there, right? And then even this one, how it kind of like just faked a lot of people out, came back and did this thing the next week, right? So with me seeing this, I would like to see American Airlines, to be honest with you, hit close to 13 bucks, right? Before it starts is reversal back upside, because I would like it to take out this candle. I really don't care about it taking out this candle because it possibly or possibly won't. American Airlines likes to play around 14, 15, and 16 bucks. And it's really like 14 and 15 bucks, and you get a move to 16 and it starts shorting, right? So I'm seeing that it's not exhausted. So I'll go to the daily, and that'll help me a little more with looking at this candlestick that's like an indecision candlestick. You could look at it as a doji, because it represents a doji a little bit, but it's really a spinning top, right? It's still indecision. Nobody's winning, right? So definitely I would look for bounces right here. Say if it keeps falling, to look for longs to set myself up for next week on Monday, right? But I would still go at least 2 weeks out. I won't go 1 week out because the next week will be the same weekly, right? So I would do things like that. But since we're day trading it, as soon as I see it break right here, that would be my entry point. Any candlestick, depending on the time frame that I'm at, the bottom of that candlestick, the wick or the top of the wick will be my entry, right? So real quick, I like this setup. I wouldn't say I like the setup. I like what I was about to do, but I would create an alert here, right? And that's what I would do with American Airlines. I wouldn't play with it just because I don't like the daily chart, right? And I will keep looking for other things. And if I don't find certain things and I'm like, then went through like 10 charts, I'll come back to American Airlines and I won't forget because I'll click alerts and I'll see that I just started two alerts up here, right? So, and that's how I remember, because I'll be going through so many stocks that I'll be like, oh, I put alerts on all the ones I want to look at. So let me go to the alerts, right? I'm gonna get to the chat here in a second. So one thing that I'll do, I'm seeing full time frame continuity. I'm gonna just bring it down to smaller time frames. I meant to click the 4 hour. 4 hours not really giving me too much to go off of. Like it's just gonna make me feel like a head and shoulders falling this way, right? So also one thing that I would say though, what time is this? This was after. All right, cool. This is after hours.
Hey, Moody, quick question.
Yeah.
Yesterday's candle or today's candle, the one you were looking at on a daily, regardless of what the candle ended up looking like for the day, you're still going to set your alert off of the top of the wick or the bottom of the wick, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it don't matter if well, yes, it does matter. If it was one of these right here, like a flying dragonfly doji, or like, let's say right here, if it would have ended up like this, I'll put my alert right here still, and I'll put my alert right here still. But the thing is, I'll still do that. But with dojis, what I understand is I'm not just because, oh, I should have said that. Just because my trigger hits, and it depends on the candlestick. I'm glad that you asked that question. Because if it's like a bullish candle like this, I'm jumping in. As soon as, like, I don't care. I'll deal with the little pullback, right? If it's a doji like this, I'm not just jumping in. I'm going to wait for a retest or something because this is indecision still, right?
Okay.
And you already seen it gave a huge gap up. You missed the whole entire move. And look at it right here, because these are actionable signals to let you know. A dragonfly is letting you know that a downtrend is coming to an end. But depending, I'm only saying that because I see it on the bottom of a downtrend, so I have to say it that way. Is at the bottom of a downtrend, so it may be coming to an end. So it ended up reversing, and it did what it wanted to do. But if you find them like at the top of an uptrend, the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's indecision. This uptrend can come to an end, or it can keep going. So that's what you have to understand, like about dojis. And even like when you see it right here, this one ended up like that and it came down. A trick with dojis too is this is not accurate at all. This is just my like assumption thinking, is when they open and close like lower, like right here, you see how it's inverted. Well, not inverted. It's like I like to look at them like shooters, like this is inverted pin bar, right? So I will look at this to go down, not only because it's an inverted pin bar, because they open and close right here. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I said it's not that accurate, because you can look at this one, they open and close higher though, right? This one was inverted and they still went down. You see, and this one still went down. It's just letting you know indecision. Be aware, take profits. Always take profits when you see dojis, because you don't know what's going to happen, right?
Thank you.
You're welcome. And yeah, and see, just like she did, how she just stopped, like, oh no, I need my question answered right now, bro. So what I'm doing is I'll go to the smaller time frames, like an hour, and I will look for a better setup. And when I say a better setup, it could be a better setup within patterns, or it can be a better setup within the strat within itself that I like, right? Or like, say if I see some supply and demand, and I just said that because I'm gonna try to I'm remembering to show a little bit of supply and demand as well. So right now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I will leave American Airlines because I just do not like none of the setups. I don't like how small the candles are. And if anything, I would have wanted to see like, and I know I'm looking at like a lot of the after hour stuff, I would have wanted to see like an inside bar or like a reversal like this. I would have liked to see something like that. This is like ranging, is in the middle of it. You can even see on the RSI is like, they don't know yet what they want to do. So I will wait. And then let me just look at my RSI on a daily. Yeah, we're crashing down. Yeah, this is a stock that I would just boop, 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 and leave. Go to Apple. Apple, same thing, Doji. This, I should explain this right here. This kind of setup right here, I will have to explain it like a 2 down, but I look for stuff like this. Why? Because Jordan has made me aware. He catches the bottom, and it's very self-explanatory, but I wasn't looking for it. I was looking for other things. When you see a stock and they're just plummeting, and it drops, you can go ahead and be biased and go, oh, everything's gonna die, and be a bear and get smacked that day that they're gonna be bulls, right? The reason I say that is if you go and look and just back test, dropping. Ooh, they recovered it right there, but you're not catching it. This candle was red because it went 2 down, right? It was red. It turned green because it stood above its opening. Right here where it opened up, when it went down, it was red, but this was already a 2 down. It was red, but it coming up, it started recovering. Look at it right here. You see this? Boom. When you see that, even on a day that you're trading, and you see this full candlestick bloody, and then it starts retracing, and you go to your smaller time frame, and you're seeing bullish divergence, you can go ahead and jump in. They taking it back to opening. You know how when I say, hey, look at a stock, if it's getting close to, if it was getting shorted and it's coming back up and it's getting to opening price and they pass it, people start buying it up because it's like a bullish sentiment, right? So this is another setup that I do try to look for. And it's basically, I don't know the name of this setup because I don't think it's like a setup, something that I just look for. Something just dying. Even when it did it right here, you can see, boom, that's what I look for. Okay, so tomorrow, not to say that I'm going to be a bull, I'm going to trade whatever the candles show me, right? But I do understand once it drops and it gets to a major support, like draw this line for them, Moody. You see, like even right here, when that line was there, boom, recovery. When they get to major support levels, they normally recover. If they break it, then they recover, right? And we're seeing that, we're seeing that right now in hindsight with Apple, right? So that's what I'll be looking for as well tomorrow. I do see the volume increasing with the bears and things of that nature. That's not going to fake me out. I'm also going to go to a smaller time frame because this is kind of like the same setup that American Airlines is giving me. If I go to the 4 hour, I'm already liking the 4 hour. You see, it looks completely different than American Airlines, right? It already went 2 up off of an actionable signal, hammer, pin bar, right? However you want to look at them, they're both 2 different things, but they basically mean the same thing. The hammer, the pin bar has a small wick to it, just like this one. But the thing is, this is a pin bar because it has a longer wick and it resembles that pin bar. You can see like that pin bar. This one is a hammer. It looks like Thorne's hammer, like the cartoon figure. That hammer he keeps in his hand, that's what that looks like, right? So that's how I know that that's a hammer and that's a pin bar. But I'm seeing 2 actionable signals, right? A 3 bar, well, let me stop saying that. Engulfing candle right here with an actionable signal on the bottom of a downtrend, right? Which is a pin bar. And now I get a 2 up that's failing a little bit, right? On a 4 hour, but it didn't fail terribly because it went all the way down and it recovered. That's one thing to keep in mind when you see red candles. Like when you see red candles that are bloody all the way down like this, okay, understandable. But when you start seeing them recovering like that, now you can start scalping something, you know, because there's bulls in there somewhere, right? Trying to take the price back up to another resistance. So I also like, and I'll just turn it on so you guys, I don't want you guys thinking I'm just calling things out. That's a 2 up, right? And it's just failing. So long story short, I like this setup. And if say you wanted to take this setup, right? The reason I like the setup, here, let me draw. I don't want to keep putting an alert, so let me just do this. This will be my entry for calls. This will be my entry for puts. If I go for calls, my put entry is my stop loss. I like 142 to 141, 30, 40% on Apple, like that you lost or something, if it went the opposite way on you. But then it depends on what expiration date you had, right? Because of time decay. But what I'm basically saying is that this is a nice risk to reward ratio, right? And I could take it down to a smaller time frame and find a better setup, right? Just like right here, I can't go off of this setup because this is like aftermarket, then I'm gonna get pre-market. So if you're using your extended hours, always take your cursor over and look at the bottom right here and look at the time and just know like, okay, I'm gonna have to get these many candles before the market open. The market is at 9 o'clock right here. I'm on an hour. So the market is going to open on this one, 30 minutes into this candle, right? So what can happen with all of these candlesticks right here? That's what you got to tell yourself, right? If you're looking at aftermarket. And if you care about looking at pre-market as well, right? But I'm seeing a bull flag right here. The reason I like this setup, let's just say that this was the setup they gave us, is an inside bar. It's the same thing that I basically said on, I think it was the 4 hour right here. This is the 4 hour candle, right? This red one. Now I make my risk to reward ratio smaller. And that's why I like the strat, because they'll place you in a winning trade quickly. You know, okay, boom, let's just say it breaks out. Boom, I'm already making money. Yo, should I sell? I quickly think about when I was a member, like, and I had to ask the analyst, hey, should I sell right now? I'm selling before you even tell me if I should sell or not. Why? Because I don't want to be left on life support. The day that you allow me to continue to tell you when to enter your trade and when to exit your trade, you're my trader, and you don't even know that. And it's because you only can make money if I'm trading with you. If you do it alone, you're gonna panic and you're not gonna know what to do, right? So that's why I pour into my chart classes a lot and try to teach this stuff, right? Because I've been on life support before, and trust me, it's not a good feeling. Especially if you don't have somebody that will teach you. So let me stop. Let me go back in here, and then we'll find another chart and go, because I'm pretty sure y'all understand what I was trying to say with Apple. OD Wisdom here answering questions. Appreciate you, bro. It's a strat. All right, thank you for showing the strat I learned from you're more than welcome, my brother. Thank God, not me. And I mean that in the most positive way. Oh, he's just explaining it. Thank you. Appreciate you, D-Wiz. And y'all could definitely ask D-Wiz about the strat as well. That's my brother, and we both trade the strat, and we'll trade Forex together, just calling out the strat to each other. We don't even need to look at the chart. We just talk strat and we know what's going on. What's the placing of the line? What's the placing of that line based on? Joseph, you want to unmute your mic and elaborate on that question? My trading view doesn't show the candlesticks. I'm new to TV trading views and was playing with it, and now I can't reset it. Anyone can help me? If you unmute your mic, I could help you, bro. But I'm not understanding what's going on, like with the basis line. I'm not sure what you're saying that you're not able to do with trading views, or why it's not resetting for you. You could explain to me, and I'll definitely help you. If a stock is continuing to drop, should you sell it or wait until you earn money back? If the stock is continuing to fall, should you sell it? I'm thinking that you're in an option contract as you're telling me this question. So I'm taking it as like, hey, I'm losing money. I'm in this option contract and it is dying. Would I sell it or would I wait to get my money back? I have two answers for that. First answer, I'm going to sell it. I don't like holding on to losing trades. I don't like playing hope in this game. And that's the only reason I said I will sell it before I even start asking like, hey, what is your expiration date? Do you have time on it? What's your strike price? Why? Because you don't want to get in the habit of, oh my God, I'm down 40%. Now I'm gonna hold it. It's gonna come back. Yeah, all right. Some people get lucky. You know, I've gotten lucky too. I've seen a lot of people get lucky, but that is not the case unless you average down. And now only reason I would tell you not to sell it is if you had time on that contract. Like let's say Zay put out, I forgot what it was, but I believe it was Apple, and I think it was like a lead contract, right? To I don't remember, but I know it was far out. And what I was trying to say, if you was down on those contracts, I would not sell those. I would not sell those because you can look at your theta and see like, oh, my time decay is going to rob me, what, $5, $4. Apple would give me back $5, $4 in a 15-cent move, right? So I wouldn't sell that. Once you start understanding the metrics of the option contracts, and especially the stock that you're trading and how much it normally pay out from a certain cent move or a dollar amount move, you won't sell. You won't panic sell. But if you're ever holding a weekly contract that expires this week and you're down bad, sell it. Don't sit there and think that it's gonna come up. Trust me, it's not. Especially if you're down 70%. You know, if you're down 20%, you can recover. If you're down 30%, possibly still recover. If you're down 50%, I don't believe so. Why? Because you're down 50%, and then you got to look at your time decay. Your time decay going to rob you for another 10 to 20 to 30 bucks, depending on that contract, right? So now you're automatically closed out with 50%. So now you're going to open up at the market at 80%, and you're going to need that stock to run. So don't put yourself in those kind of losing trades. You know, when you know, like, hey, you lost, and you just feel like you lost, man, cut that. Just cut it. Go to the next one. You know, if it was an analyst, I would suggest that you reach out to the analyst if it was me, whoever it was, and be like, hey, Moody, I wouldn't be like, hey, what did you see in that play? Because if you ask that analyst that, he's going to tell you what he saw and why he was successful in that play. You need to tell him, hey, look, I entered in right here. This was the price of the premium that I entered in, even if it was more or less than what I got filled for. And then let me know, I panicked right here. I was down this much, right? And the price was right here. Why? Because now I can just, you said the price was where? Okay, so it was around this time. Okay, accurate what you're saying. That's what happened. Okay, cool. So let me go ahead and explain what a tweezer bottom is, right? Let me let you know, like, you should have seen that flushness, and even though it started coming down and started coming back up, it would have came back up and engulfed that candle. I don't know that, but because I'm seeing it in the high side, I'm able to say that. But I always would say I don't know that, because people will lie to you and be like, yeah, I knew it was going to happen. No, you don't. Stop lying to people. But and that's why you're always going to see me talking about this right here. I'm not going to talk too much. I'll break this down so you can understand candlesticks, but I'm going to talk to you about right here. All right, cool. Because I got to get to this class 3. Okay, cool. Appreciate you putting the alert at the top of the wick of the calls and the bottom of the wick of the puts. Yes, Lizzie, correct. 100% correct. That is how I trade. If it breaks the high of this candle, is my trigger to enter, or to be aggressive to enter, or to wait for the retest, right? So how it broke right here, this was my entry. It broke. I could have entered in, right? Or I could have waited for the retest. I'm on a bigger time frame, so we're not going to see the retest, but I could show it to you like this, like it coming back down. Say I missed this entry, I could come back down and catch this bounce, or catch this entry again on a bounce, right? But yeah, you're 100% correct. There's many factors to determine. Oh, okay. Can you chart GTE? Sure. What's the floor price for Apple? Which level would you be a buyer? I was not just trying to scroll through your question. Those questions, I really don't even like trying to answer those questions, because it's like, we don't control the market. I would have to go to Apple and I could answer this question. Which levels would you be a buyer? I could answer that question, but like a floor price, I couldn't tell you that, you know. I don't know how much money you have. You don't know how much money I have. I could say Apple is extremely expensive right now. You could say Apple is extremely cheap, you know. So it just depends. But let me go on Apple and let you know that. Let me stop right there real quick. So let me chart GTE. Geez, you want me to chart a penny stock? Got you. So this is not going to move that much, just to let you know that. And you can just go to your weekly and you can see that this stock is not going to move that much. It moved 22 cents in the whole entire week. Last week, it moved nothing. 8 cents last week. So just letting you know that. You'll have to literally catch it, like not at market opening, like let it do what it does. If it's dropping all the way down, you'll want to catch the bottom and ride it back up. Or if it's at a resistance and you feel like it's going to go down, then you'll want to catch it right there, right? It's a nice big old head and shoulders on your daily. Here. Shoulder, head, shoulder, neckline. Oh, let me do it. Let me chill out, bro. Neckline right there. Broke neckline and came down, right? I'm just giving you an analyzation. I'll chart it up for you though. Just trying to tell you like what's going on. You'll possibly be like, yo, you know what, Moody, don't chart that, chart this one. Let me delete all this. All right, so geez, I keep forgetting to unlock it. There we go. I'll set my alerts like you just see me do, right? To chart it for you though, let me really chart it so you can just take a picture, because this is a penny stock. It's gonna correlate. Let's take it from here to here. Oh my god, why I keep using that shit? So what I'm doing is trying to find, I connected a higher high to another higher high. I was gonna use this one, but I don't have no higher high right here. It's just like a second leg to the higher high. So I use this high to that high. Now I'm trying to find a low to another low. I can, right? But I am not going to use this low because I can't connect it to another low. I could use this low and connect it to this low, right? But I kind of want this low, but you can still do that. And just know that this was price action, or you could connect it from this one to that one. This is called a broadening formation. You're at the bottom of your broadening formation. Reason why I said, let me just go ahead and really chart it so I can know what to do with it. Anytime you're on the bottom of your broadening formation, normally goes right back up to the top of your broadening formation. 10-day indecision. I like the fact that you're in a doji on a 2-week chart, because it could possibly give you a morning star. Jesus Christ, let me just unlock this stuff. And this is what I mean by morning star right here. One candle, baby in the middle, abandoned baby, morning star, entry right here, triggers, goes up, right? And then continues up. So you could possibly catch a morning star, but tomorrow has to finish to let you know that. And then you're going to have like about 11 days. So left on that chart, but checking out daily, my entry.
On the short side.
So my entry would be, was you talking to me? You telling me to chart it to the short side? Okay.
Well, to be honest, bro, I was just trying to see like that's something I have a few shares in. I mean, not much. It's just like, it's not in options. It's just shares. And I mean, I got in pretty low and I just wanted to see if, I mean, I didn't put really nothing in it. So it's like $20. And I just wanted to just see how far I could ride it. I mean, I could probably take out and, you know, double what I put in. But I mean, like, I'm brand new to this. I buy some stocks here and there, and I just kind of, because I only put like $10-20, I feel like, I mean, that's something I don't mind losing if I lose it. It's kind of like, if I hit a homer, I hit a homer with it, you know? Like, I really don't know what I'm doing, to be honest with you.
Hey, I appreciate the honesty, bro. for me to you, I wouldn't focus too much on GET unless you're just buying shares and you're trying to hit a home run that way, unless you're just about to buy a leap contract on them and just hold them for the time being. Just hold them for the time being. But long story short, I wouldn't play too much with this stop, but I'll just chart it up though real quick for you. So entry for calls, entry for puts. Make this white, make the entries white for you so you can know. Oh my God, Kelvin, my mind is just shot. All right, cool. And then that's why I keep it logged. Change this to green. Jesus Christ, why did I just do that?
Moody, while you're doing that, can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
This is my first time on here. I got this link from someone that I know, and some of the terminology that you are using, I'm familiar with as I've just started learning about options, but a lot I am unfamiliar with. Are there recordings for beginners? Because this seemed a little over my head.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I really wanted to do a beginner's chart class today, but I normally take like 4 hours doing that because I like to like really pour into that chart class and like just break things down. So that class unfortunately hasn't been recorded, but there is classes that have been recorded. If you go to the mods, the video mods lessons, we drop our own personal videos that we have there. CJ also did amazing videos that you can go back and look at as well. And then what's your name? I'll tag you on a video you should watch.
It's Tanya Shade, but I think on here, you'll see Jordan Shade.
Jordan,
you can tag it there.
Okay, well, you can check this out because I don't want to, I'll do this real quick. Go to weekly. And anybody that's really new, you should do this. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Jesus Christ. Right here. Go to weekly, scroll all the way up. And it's just because I actually did something dope in the general chat, but it's going to take you forever if you go scroll through the general chat or just type, I'll show you what to do. Go to the weekly and right here, watch this video first. If you watch this video first, I'm telling you, this is what made me nice at the strap, not the strap, but charting in itself. This is that whole video. I do my beginner's chart class off of this video. Watch this video and then
we're not seeing.
Yeah, we can't see what you're seeing.
Oh, man. Hold on. Y'all want to see my whole computer? I got y'all. Y'all want to be nosy? I got y'all. Hold on, I'm joking. Let me know if y'all can. Where was I? Y'all can see the Discord now.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Yes.
So, you're gonna go to this video. You're gonna go to this video and you're gonna watch this video. Trust me, this video will take your charting to a whole nother level. Don't watch it one time, watch it twice. Because the second time, you dig, man. See, I'm telling you, Fry Daddy, we got a one-on-one session, bro.
I know, man. We got to hook it up next week, man.
Yeah, we got to hook it up, bro. I don't care if we're on there for 8 hours. We're going to figure it out. But long story short, you want to watch this video first. And it's going to really just take you to a whole nother level, like Fry Daddy said 3 times. And then go to general chat. Go to, damn, I normally do all this on my phone. Lord, please guide me and get me to the right spot. Don't do that. It's just everybody's gonna.
You talking about the Sarah Sniper stuff, dude?
Yeah, but I did one day. I had set up a whole line of video. I was like, you should watch all of these videos right here in order. If you watch all of these videos in order, you're gonna be dope. So basically, what I would tell you to do: type in Moody or MoodyBugz in here. Type in MoodyBugz on a search in general chat and just scroll or do Moody. Relevant. Yeah, you're gonna have to do Moody.
I'm good. How about you?
And just scroll.
That doesn't sound encouraging.
A whole bunch of videos and things of that nature. So yeah, boom, 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 boom. Let me go back. All right, so all right, dude. Real quick, if you want to take a picture, this should be a magnitude. There's some more targets, and I'll go find some real quick for you. So these white lines right here on this doji is going to be your entries. These are going to be green. I know I got to answer a whole bunch of other more questions. So everything above the green line that are white are your green targets as well. I don't want to do you like that. So dang, I should never went to the 10-minute. Go to, this is a small stock. So go to the hour. And here's the rest of your targets. And these are the rest of your targets for the put move. When you see a big gap like that, there's a target in between there, but I wouldn't care about all of that because this is a small stock, bro. I would literally tell you, and I'm just charting it on a daily, I would literally tell you to go to weekly on this. And, oh, well, I know you're new, right? So just tap in with me, bro. Like, if you ask me questions and you in my DMs, bro, well, I'm not going to be telling everybody that. Just tap in. If you have questions, put in the work and trust me, you'll get those answers. But long story short, I would go to like a weekly and, you know, I would try to see if it breaks this broadening formation to come take out this target. If it does come take out this target, I'll try to go long and take out all the targets up there. Because if you just go back in hindsight, you could just see that this stock is picking up, right? So right now, all it's doing is pulling back, right? And if you take it over to the monthly, that's all you're going to see is a pullback, right? And it's still over your RSI. If I take this to a 3-month chart, yeah, bro, it's just pulling back. I'll leap it, you know. Well, that's me because I'd be risky and I could do stuff like that. But entry, you see, and depending on the stock that you go to, the chart that you go to, you're gonna have a different entry. And I wouldn't, even though I charted it correctly, bro, but I'm just an honest person. I wouldn't even go with what I charted. You're gonna get faked out because this is a penny stock, bro. Like, this stock would just go up right here and then come right back down. And you're just gonna be mad. This is something that you want to just do some research behind. It's an energy stock as well. So I'll leap this guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll do some research. I'll do some research behind it and I'll leap it. Let me get to these next questions.
Moody?
Yeah.
Moody. Real quick, the message that you were looking for is actually in general chat. If you go to the pinned messages and scroll down a little bit, you'll see all the videos that you have listed.
Yeah, this is it. Oh, it's right here. Hold on. Oh, yeah, it's right here. But, man, who said that?
I did. I kind of did the same thing Jordan did. I searched your name and just searched everything that you've been putting up, and I was able to find that.
I feel like I know who's talking, but I don't want to say the name. What's your name?
It's Tony. I asked you the question about trying to figure out my edge and all of that the last time. You guys were on live?
You don't want to know what I thought you just, I thought you just asked me questions about your edges. I was like, huh? What you said?
Never mind. I jumped one time and I asked a question and JJ answered it. So that's all.
JJ answered. Oh, got you. Yeah.
Right.
So the pinned messages are in the general chat?
Yeah. So go to the general chat. I'm showing my screen so you can be able to see it. So what you do is go to the general chat. My boy Fried Daddy, stop playing with him. You'll go to pin message right here. Click that. Ow. And you scroll all the way down. Oh my God, right here. This is really good too. You should print this out. And you just scroll all the way down and it's right here. I talked about you should watch all of these in order and watch them 3 times back to back to back. And some of them are really short, but you should start right here and then watch them all the way down. Let me see what's the first one. I don't remember what I did. Yeah, ain't no problem. Because I would always say watch that one candlestick video first. Hold on, my phone.
Others go further and advise using rumors to write a new indicator.
That was the first one.
I believe.
Yeah, watch that. Watch that video. Understanding the Japanese candlestick. And I'm actually gonna put this video. I'm gonna download it and I'm gonna put it on my YouTube channel. Oh, that Chinese dude that y'all just saw. If anybody was able to see right there on my channel, he's super nice too. You could study him too. All right, cool. Let's go to these stocks real quick. Because I'm really trying to jump off here at 9 o'clock, but if I don't hear the bell, that means my wife's not in pain. So I'll talk to y'all a little longer. Y'all want me to go to certain things? This dude said Apple. I remember you, bro. I remember your question. I gotta go to bigger time frame to answer that question, bro. We just caught a double bottom on our monthly. So I will watch Apple before, to be honest with you, I'm heavily invested into Apple. And when I say that, I don't even mean, I'm talking about shares, not even option contracts. Certain companies that I believe in that I feel like will stand the test of time, I invest heavily into. I don't care what nobody tells me about Apple. I will invest a lot of money into Apple, and it's just because they're tracking your heartbeat, they're tracking your ear rate, they're tracking a lot of things that you have no clue that they're tracking. So they could possibly be wanting to build a hospital or do certain things. They have a lot of data, you know, that involves you and how they can manipulate the human mind or the individual, right? So I'm really big on them. I'm big on Microsoft. I'm big on Amazon. I'm big on Tesla, things of that nature. These are like companies that I buy shares of, right? So when I'm talking about this right now, I'll be talking about it like in a share sense, right? So to be honest, I will wait to see if we break this because we tapped it, right? So the alert right now is at 138.98. I will wait to see if we break 138.98. In a buying area for me would be like 130. Psychological numbers, because we're talking about shares and things of that nature, like for me, right? But I would say like 130, like halfway through all of this stuff, and then start dollar cost averaging all the way down to like its buying area right here at 116 and 103. And for you to understand where buyers are at, that's all you do. You go to bigger time frames and you find rejection. There's buyers right here. If I put a line right here, anytime the stock started kind of like it went up, boom, they shorted it. But look at all these rejections. There's buyers in here, right? Me seeing this wick right here, I just look at it like there was a little gap right here. There was orders that never got filled. So everybody took profits, then they shorted it down, filled those orders and came right back up. Cup and handle. So yeah, there's a lot of buyers right here. You see how it just flipped bullish, even though there was an evening star right here. You got to understand, like, this is a double top. This was resistance, right? All-time highs and stuff like that. This was resistance, comes down, comes onto a double top on resistance, another bearish move, right? Still pushes up, breaks resistance, gives a doji, and it gives you the evening star, apology, the evening star setup, and starts pushing down. But look where the buyers are at. Man, bro, I gotta do something about you, Bitcoin. Stop playing with me, Jesus Christ. All right. Yeah, I really don't care about no stocks right now. I just care about what Bitcoin doing. But long story short, yeah, you know, that would be my buying opportunity. I could talk all day about it. That's why I have to try to like stop myself. But long story short, I'm gonna talk more about some charts real quick. Let me see if there's any questions in here. What is your YouTube channel? My YouTube channel is, what is your YouTube channel? Moody. That's my YouTube channel. No, it's not. Hold on.
Life with Moody.
Life with Moody. My man. Life with Moody. That's it right there. Yeah, Life with Moody. That's what I was trying to go. I was trying to see it. See, they don't respect me. Oh, there it is. But yeah, this is the channel. And if anything, you can always go to like my playlist. I normally put everything on the playlist. So you could just watch it in order. I need to put more videos up here. I had stopped doing it. This is like the most recent one. I have to also find a video that's stuck on the cloud. But I'm possibly just gonna redo it and just make sure that I find it. But it was the option beginners class. But long story short, yeah, I'll be dropping a lot of videos here soon. But that's my YouTube channel. Let me go in here. Y'all could unmute your mic and say all these long passwords. Y'all trying to make a boy read. I ain't even graduate, man. Thank you. Oh, I should never said that.
Yeah, we can unmute our mics.
Yeah, unmute your mics. And if y'all answering a question and I haven't even got it, yeah, unmute your mic. You good. How do you know how far out to get a leap? Thank you for the information. You're welcome. How do I know how far out to get a leap? Really, the charts. The chart. So I was gonna try to tell you a whole bunch of stuff like, ooh, this and that. The charts. That's what's gonna tell me to get a leap. Like zoom in, zoom out. When in doubt, like D'Angelo says. You know, this tells me to buy Apple, even though it's dying. You know, it's just when it comes to shares, you just dollar cost average in. If it dies some more, buy more. You know what I'm saying? But the stock tells you to leap it, you know, like look at it. Tell me if this stock not telling you to leap it. I'll go back to the questions. Like if you invested when it was $35, sheesh, Bitcoin, don't hurt my feelings. If you invested at $35, $36, back in December 2018, March of 2021, it went to 50. The low was 52. I'm not even trying to tell you the highs, right? Because it went from 35 to 53. I'm just showing you the lows. $35 in 2019. In June, $40. Just take it all the way to 2020, $56. Let's just take it back. Look, this is still 2020, right? COVID-19. And just take it back to now. You're at $153.
Question, folks. So like with the leaps, would I be buying 3 months out, a year out, 6 months? That's what I meant when I was like, how far out do you buy?
Oh, got you, bro. So that depends. I can answer that question, but I like to like get deep. All right, so that depends on your portfolio size, right? And that depends, are you trying to be a day trader? Are you trying to just hold this? Right? Because if you don't have enough capital, you may say, okay, I'm gonna leap this and buy 5 contracts, and say you got a couple of $100 or $1,000 left in your account, and you start day trading, and then say you start losing some money, but you're still gaining money on those option contracts that you're holding on Apple or something that you leaped. You're gonna end up selling those contracts because you don't have no money to trade with anymore, right? Unless you're just gonna be like, you know what, I'm gonna just dump some more money in my account. But I've been there before. When you're losing, you really don't want to dump more money in your account. What makes you dump more money in your account is when you get that win. After you done lost 3 times and you get that win, you're like, ooh, I got the ropes. Then you get that other win, you get a little confident. Then the market humbles you again. And you be like, man, what the hell going on? But long story short, to leap it, I always go 3, 6 months to a year when I'm looking for leaps. So that would be my answer for that. 3 months, 90 days, 6 months to a year. And then also what helps me pick my leaps is just the option contract itself. You know, the open interest, the volume, the theta and the grease, and what I stand to make and what I stand to lose, right? Let me pull this up real quick because we need to go through some stocks.
I'll say this too while you're pulling that up. When it comes to leaps, you can also take into consideration the current market situation. So I know you just pulled up Beyond. Moody, could you please pop back on that Apple chart though?
No, go to bed. No, I'm joking.
I'm gonna go to bed today before. Nah, never mind. I can't. And if you could zoom back out a little bit for me.
Yeah.
What up, Fry? So one thing to notice, I think it was Cedric that said it. When Moody was looking at the chart, what we see now is a flip, right? Before, we keep seeing that it was making higher lows, right? Trending upward. Every low from 2020 up was a higher low than before, right? But now, when you look at 2022, what we're seeing is, can you go to that first low for 2022, Moody? 2022. Yeah, over there, right?
Right here.
2022. There we go. right? So we see that that's the first low for 2022, which is still higher than the last one. But then you slide over to the right a little bit more, and now we see we made a lower low, right? And then we did it again, another lower low. And then where are we now? Even lower low, right? So we've started to flip trend here. So when you're looking at your leap, 3 months, 6 months, a year, 3 years, you know, however far out, I think they can go 2 years max.
Yeah,
Right. When you see something like that and you're making lower lows, you don't want to go short term. I know that's not giving you like a calculated answer, but if you want to get in the position, Apple's in a downtrend. It's making lower lows. It's not making new highs right now, right? Those moves back up are not taking out that original 180 high. So I'm going out far so that if it does start curving, I'm good. But keep in mind, it's still headed down, right? So I think you just want to look at, of course, look at the capital that it costs, because it's going to cost you more the further out you go. But you don't want to have a short-term contract when the market is moving against that contract in the short term as well.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Sure.
I appreciate you doing that too. So check this out. When he was talking about these lower lows, right? Day trading, right? He literally just told you and showed you the market flip from an uptrend to a downtrend, right? Where was it that he was at? You got this low. Notice one thing when you're on a downtrend, and that's what I think I posted it today, or it was another day. When the market's on a downtrend and you finally, this is why I was, praising Jordan, because he does this, he does this a lot and people do not notice that. This right here, I don't know how to explain it. He catches the bottom. Why? Because you see this downtrend. Check this out. This is what I wanted to explain. That first low he spoke about right here. Boom. What happened after we got that first low? He went and let you know the market direction. You kept getting lower lows. We're on a downtrend. What happened though after that low? Unmute your mic, bro. I really want to teach you something here.
It bounced up.
Boom. It bounced up. What happened when we got that second low?
Same thing.
Exactly. What happened when we got that third low?
Same thing.
Okay. What happens when we get this fourth low?
We about to bounce.
All right. Say less, bro. You learn how to trade.
If I can interject again, I don't like interjecting, but I
love it. Go ahead, bro.
I got my own class tomorrow. But if you notice, Cedric, if you can go like kind of look at the top, look at the highs, right? That push we had back right there, did it take out the previous high?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, not that.
Oh,
that
yeah.
High. That high.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the high I'm talking about.
No.
So it did take out the other high, but it didn't take out that original high.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why I'm saying, like, that's not going back up. We haven't resumed the uptrend because we didn't take out. We took out the recent high, but we didn't take out the other highs.
So,
right? So that's one.
My bad, Jordan. So what he's saying is, just to add to what he's saying, since we didn't break, dang, you can't see my finger. Since we didn't break this high, yes, we broke this high. He is 100% correct. Since it got exhausted right here and couldn't complete its magnitude to take out these targets. So with that happening, and it gave you newer highs right here, but that was a pump fake, right? But guess what? Since it didn't complete the newer high, go ahead, Jordan. What did it do next?
You already know it's gonna drop and make a lower low.
You dig?
Exactly. So looking at that, like that's how, and I know because your question was the leaps again, but this goes to like any time frame. If you look at my channel today, I didn't officially call no trades. What's up, Jay? Yeah, we talking about Apple, but I was sending in charts of a 1 minute pattern. All right, Moody finna pull it up. Pull up my channel, bro. I appreciate that.
What's your name, man? This is my first day in the
Jordan, bro. What's up? So this was like me breaking down a 1 minute chart. right? Of pull up the one right before that, Moody.
Right here.
That one, yeah. So even on this, right, I'll signal it out that if we took out that low, that we could see a lower drop, right? And then in the next one, I showed that we didn't. So I didn't take a trade. But if you scroll up one more.
Oh, you're talking about the Apple one, yeah. Or no.
Right there.
I'm
right.
Go first.
Yeah. Right. So what you're seeing with this descendant triangle, and that's what I be trying to tell people, is like these chart patterns, like don't get caught up in all the fancy names. Just understand what it means. All this is showing you that price is making lower highs, right? It's holding a base, but it's making lower highs, what you see with that green line. So when I put my little caption after that, said, who cares about 1 minute descendant triangles on Neo? And then I said, right, breakout. Right, so right there you see it's making that lower low and it closed below that, so we catching a move down, right? Scroll down and click the last one. This is gonna be my last little thing, and I'm gonna let you.
Nah, bro, you good.
Right, so this was me taking it on like a little small account I was still doing, but I entered off of that and grabbed 16%, like quick as hell. Like I wouldn't even be able to really call the trade.
And he was okay. He was okay with taking $15. That's what you have. That's what you have to notice. When people drop their percentage, when people drop like their profits, I don't care about like what they make. I care about this. And then I correlate it with this, and then I correlate it with how many contracts you bought. And then I tell myself, oh yeah, we would have never sold with one contract because that's $15 on 3 contracts, right? So you have to break it down. How much money he made on each one of those contracts? $5. So with one contract, you would have made $5 at 16% and not took the profit. But that was a good percentage. If he would have bought 10, this would have been more money.
If I was trading on my regular account this week.
Yeah, but this is beautiful because this is how you teach people discipline and how to take your profits. People don't teach this. They'll show you their profits all day, every day. Or you can look at Aristotle. Anybody will show you your profits and be like, yo, I made 70 grand. How much money did you put behind that trade? How about you tell that new beginner that you put $10,000 or you put $15,000 to make that money? You know what I'm saying? In that short amount of time, they don't have that much money to be able to capitalize on that. And that's why when somebody had asked me earlier, I was not in the middle of procedure, but I had time. So I had answered this question right here. And I normally don't do this, but I was like, nah, let me just start telling people because some people may have the money, but he wanted to know what's a good initial investment for a first-time option beginner, right? If you do 250, you're gonna blow that account. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. I can start. I'm a good trader, and I can start a $250 account, and I'm gonna blow it. I know I am because I know I'm disciplined, but bruh, I'm not about to. If I have a $250 account, my goal is to make $20 to $50 a day. As soon as I make that on that account, I'm done. I'm on another account, right? Because I'm not going to overtrade that account. I just made good profits on it. Let's say I had a little bit more on my buying power. I want to use the rest of that 250. And now I lost that trade. I just lost all my profits too. Now I'm messing with my psyche. When you are playing with a small account, you're not supposed to be trading a lot. That's how you, well, let me not stop. Yeah.
I got to get off this Zoom or else I'm going to keep trying to chime in. So from both perspectives, right, I'm completely with Moody. When you're trying to start actually build your account for real, then you want to start with around 3 to 4 bands or 5, right? When you're really trying to start your true account. What Bean Garden was saying is doing like 250 or 500. And that's why I tell people who are complete beginners, like first time, you ain't never touched the app before. You don't want to throw 4 bands in there because it's your very first thing, right? You don't even know how to sell your contracts, right? So I always tell people that once you're ready to start building after you learned, then do 3, 4, 5. But in the beginning, right, or you can paper trade, like somebody just put in the chat. But paper trade, we're not gonna get into all of that because there's no emotional connection to it, and you can do whatever, and you don't care about losses because it's paper losses, and you don't have any real risk because it's not your money. But anyway, when you do 250 or 500, then you can start learning the ropes of managing risk. You can start learning how to set contract orders. Like I'm putting out on trades, I'm putting a stop market order here, and people are like, how do I set that? You don't want to have a $10,000 account that you trade and not know how to set different types of orders, right? You got too much money at risk when you're trying to figure out how to do that. So that's why I wanted to add on both of them. $2,000 account, you could work with that too. But I think 250, 500, learn the ropes of your brokerage, learn how to execute orders, learn how to work on an options chain, learn how to do a strangle, a straddle, a call, a put, whatever. Figure that out. Now, once you figure out how to manage risk and position sizing and those things, then start working on the 2K, 3K, 4K, 5K account. All right, I'm muting myself again.
Nah, you're good, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, and I thank you for elaborating on that, because when I did say 250, I was not throwing no kind of shame to Bean Garden. That is my boy right there. I was just letting you know you're gonna blow that account. Because I'm just extremely honest. If you're new and you're trying to learn, you put $250, $500, you're gonna make some money, but you're gonna earn and learn, and you're gonna blow that account. I just helped my friend grow his account, and I was letting him know, you know, he took it from like, I think it was $200 or $400 and some dollars to like $1,500 and $2,500, and then he blew the account, right? And he was like, nah, bro, like, I remember you told me I was going to do this, because he was like, he kept wanting to short SPY. And he's like, no, I'm going to keep shorting SPY, bro. It's going to die. And I was like, all right, bro, just, you're annoying me right now, because I'm trying to tell you what it is, and you're telling me, no, okay, keep shorting. And, you know, he lost all his profit. He blew his account. He's like, bro, I understand what you're telling me now. I got it. And I was like, bro, it's okay. Trust me, I've been through it as well. The thing is, the stock market makes you feel like that. Once you make money, and once it was your own trade and stuff like that, you gain your confidence. What happens is you're like, man, F what this person talking about, bro. I know what I'm doing. And then the market's going to humble you, and it's going to make you scared. And you're going to be like, nah, man, I don't want to jump in the trade. I don't know, man, it's going to go up. And then you're going to watch certain things go up, and you're going to be like, dang, I knew it was going to go up. And that is a bad habit. I stay away from people that always saying that they're missing stuff. I won't even try to read their stuff.
It's like we coming to the PhD part. Oh my God, 6 years.
Hey, you mind muting your mic? But yeah, you know, you wanna
what would I don't know if got anything to do with anything.
Then it's my
Your mama's there. If I come naked, I'm there.
Let me mute her. But anyways, so let me get back to these charts real quick. I'll pull up Tesla here in a sec. Oh, well, let me get this dude his the overview. He wanted to know what I thought about Tesla. Me seeing Tesla's about to bounce. Here, you want a better overview? Yes, one. Where are we? Yeah, Tesla's gonna bounce. Yeah, we're holding up pretty good. Oh, so let me go back to Tesla. Oop, man, there we go. TS. All right, I feel like Tesla's gonna bounce. Let me delete all this because it already passed and happened. Entry is the top of this wick, so it'll be, your entry is 759.66. Oh, you're not asking me that. I'm sorry. Just my overview for the next 2 weeks. We just took out a low, right? So as you see, when we take out lows, like on the chart right here, when we took out these lows, because this one didn't take out no lows, it became an inside, but you know, it consolidated a little bit, did whatever it did, and it ended up giving us some new lows. But you see how it'll retrace, right? So right now, this is a double bottom pattern, right? These two wicks. Also like a falling wedge, but like right here, but I'm gonna look at it like a PMG. Nice support. So what I'm doing when I'm looking at the support right here, even though I put my ticker right here, I'm looking over here at these candles. So I'm looking at the line, right? And I'm looking at how it broke past it. Like right here, it broke past it one time, came back down, found some support, broke past it again, consolidated, try to break past it, couldn't, broke down again on an inverted cup and handle, and then went crazy on an inverted cup and handle. So I like this level. I would definitely watch Tesla. I feel like the market is going to bounce back tomorrow. Not saying it's going to give some crazy ass highs and things of that nature, but I feel like the market is going to bounce back. It's been dropping consistently. It filled gap. SPY broke 395. So that's what I see right now. So for Tesla, go to my 2-day chart. I see a reversal coming into play. I see Tesla going back to like about at least 894. That's what I see for Tesla. SPX, you said 5 minute. I could do that. That's dope because I could show supply and demand on 5 minutes. That's why I like to see my supply and demand, 5 minute, 15 minute. She said power hour. That's what she said. Oh, damn. Where's the question? Oh, yeah, I just want to ask a lot of questions today. You look at SPS right before the bull run and power hour, 5 minute chart, hours, inputs, and.
I can actually tell you too.
Oh, yeah, you can tell me.
I like wrote a whole paragraph. So I was in SPX. I just started trading the strat, right? So I was in SPX like right there. See that little right before the doji candle to the left. But I seen that little consolidation around. Yeah, where am I? Where are you?
I know where you was at. I found the time. You said 3.
Okay. Yeah. So I saw that little consolidation right before that, those like 4 candles before that. And I was in puts because I thought it was going to go down. But even though it was in a demand zone, I still was like, well, you know, maybe it's still going to be, I saw the volume and I'm like, okay, maybe it's still going to be in puts. So I got in and I wanted to know, what were you thinking? Because the 312 reversal came up, but still, it's still, the time frame continuity said down on all time frames except the 5. So I was like, well, sometimes when that happens, it's just like a false breakout. And, but obviously it wasn't, it was a real. So how would you have kind of prevented that from, you know, taking that bad trade or not getting into calls?
Real quick, when it comes to time frame continuity, when it comes to time frame continuity, I know what you're talking about, and it kind of faked you out, like what you're seeing. Majority of all of these red. I'm not sure which one you're using.
Yeah, all of them were red, but the 5 minute said the 321 right over there around like 1500, right over there. So
hold on.
312.
I got you. Let me just try to see exactly what you saw. If I could get this thing to stop popping up. Right here for right now. Where's my extended hours? Oh, so I didn't have my. No, something's wrong. Hold on. Why is it like this? Okay, well, it's okay. I was trying to understand like why I know my extended hours is on. All right, cool. I wanted to put regular time on so I could see what you saw, because we're not gonna have the same. We should have the same setup, because you're saying you saw a 312, or are you talking about?
Yeah, right there. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, got you. All right, so to be honest with you, since I know charts, I knew this was going up. And it's not even by looking at it on hindsight. It's just because, let me just draw right here, because this is what you saw. I'm going to do it at the top. So if you look, this RSI is going to correlate. Anything that's this RSI is doing, the candlesticks is doing. They gave you a bullish divergent. And I'm on a 5 minute, so it's going to be better on a smaller time frame. Right here, you can see how You see how your candles RSI is going down right here?
Mm-hmm.
And right here is when it starts giving them like higher highs, and it's still going down. But look at how your RSI is not going down. It's going up.
We really can't see your RSI, Moody. It's a bit zoomed in.
Oh. Can you see it now? It's down here. This is the RSI.
Right, but it's like cut off.
I can't see.
We can see it. I can see it.
Maybe it's my iPad, but I just see,
I can see it too.
But it's fine.
I can see it.
Here, I got you. Can you see it now?
Yes, I can see it. I was just trying to see it with the chart, but go ahead, continue assisting her. Don't worry about it. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. Hold on. I'm losing myself now. Okay. I forget how to minimize this thing. All right, cool. Wow. Okay, hopefully you can see it though. So it was a bullish divergence that happened, right? So if I take you over to like the 3 minute, you'll be able to see even better. Where like you see how your candles are consolidated, they're dropping right here, right? But you see right here, this is where your RSI stops to look like it's dropping right here, this bottom. But you see how this is falling? This is falling too, right? This is the only consolidation part. This right here is falling, even though it stops right here. Look how it's going up though on your RSI as I'm trailing it. So that's letting you know it's pushing up because it's giving you a bullish divergence on a smaller time frame. If I take this guy to the 1 minute, it's going to be like clear as day. Look how it hits right here.
Yeah.
It's like doom, doom. That little trick I was showing y'all with that RSI, it did it right here too. This was the bullish divergence. It gave a bullish divergence here. That's the real bullish divergence because your candles are still flushing down and your RSI is going up. Right? And then right here on this consolidation, it was very important. It's consolidating on the 50 mark and it's pushing your price higher and higher and higher and higher. See, right. That was the breakout right there. So like when it comes to like supply and demand, this was demand right here. So let me just draw it like this first.
Yeah, it definitely was demand. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just maybe hoping that it was going to go down.
That's all right. I used to do a lot of hoping too. It's like I just choose my battles wisely. Like I knew my wife was gonna be having surgery this week, and I was gonna have to do. Man, first of all, before I even say that, shout out to all y'all women. Y'all do so freaking much. Like I had to do everything she did, and I've been getting overwhelmed, and it's just like, wow, she doing a lot. I don't be doing nothing. But
that's right. No, I'm kidding.
But long story short, I chose to only focus on Bitcoin and not focus in the stock market. One, I didn't want to deal with time decay because I know I have to go look at the chart because I know if I deal with this, we're losing money, you know, and I'm not trying to, I don't like losing money. I don't think nobody does. But yeah, you know, that's what I'm saying. Then this is the demand zone right here, right? And this is going to be your supply zone right here. Supply is always at the top of your resistance, right? So, and I'm not even drawing this perfect. I'm just showing you, and you can draw this, that this is where it's going to range. This is also a demand zone right here. Some people won't see that because they'll see the whole entire rally up, but this was demand. It was accumulation, right? It's just like you're seeing it right here. You see how it fell? This is the rally down. Look, let me show you for real. Let me really show you. This is demand at one point, right? When it's coming at one point, like I'll find it, but right here, we got the rally down, right? This is still basing out on a smaller time frame. Well, we're on a small time frame, right? It's basing out, rally down, basing, rally down, basing, rally down, right? Base up. Trying to base up off the demand zone, it didn't. Rallies back down, right? As soon as it rallies back down, finds demand zone. Watch this. Same demand zone. You see this line? Watch. I just gotta make it smaller again. Remember when I said that this was demand over here? Look at that line, how I drew it. And it correlated perfectly from all the way down when I was talking about this. Boom, boom, right? So when you drawing that stuff and you know that, and you see those levels, now you know that this is an important level because it's important because of this. Drops, right? Comes back up. Look how it retests it. Comes back up. This is a double bottom right here. Boom, boom. That's very important. This level now needs to be marked down. And you need to understand that this level is real because now they brought it up higher because the level that they were bouncing, you see it right here? That's the level that they were bouncing from. And this is how they fake people out. When they drop, boom. When you want to catch that double bottom, you be thinking it's going to come right back to the same level. It's not. It will never come back to the same level. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Even right here, it doesn't come back to the same level. Right here, you see that? It gives you the opportunity to get in. So if you were like, nah, man, I wanted these contracts at $400 and they're now at $405 and not at like 600, you're the one losing that opportunity because you being greedy with yourself now. You know, that's just an extra $5 on each contract. If anything, just buy less and capitalize on that move. But that's how I'm able to spot supply and demand. I know I didn't really teach it. I'd rather do a class on it and just go over different charts and things of that nature. But before I do jump off of here, I do want to go over some more questions and then
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Ain't no problem. But
hey, Moody, can you answer a question for me?
Yeah.
So can you do a video about how to make a watch list? Like I use Finwiz and I have a watch list for my own. I pretty much make it every day. But I don't know how to start off my morning. Like everything changes in the morning, you know. So
yeah,
you look for in the morning with your watch list.
All right, to tell you the truth, I know what you're saying because somebody else asked me that question earlier in the inbox where it's like, how do you not chase a candle, but you're looking for plays? That makes sense. I understand that. And it correlates with what you were saying. So I chart, like when I want to chart, when I want to trade, I'm gonna chart up like 5 different like I'm just trying to find something. Look, like DraftKings. All right. I just try to find things that I'm not looking at to just show. I'm just gonna chart things up, bro. Right. And when I chart it up, tomorrow's gonna let me, and I'm gonna put alerts too. Tomorrow's gonna let me know. Like this, I don't really this is kind of like a straight line. You know, like I don't really like that little setup is a 3-bar. That's why the Broadening Formation also looks like that. Is Broadening's formation. I don't know where it's gonna go. As soon as I even start doing that, I don't even like it. Delete. You know, I could try to go to a smaller time frame, but now I'm forcing it. Now that I went here, I'm like, oh wait, hold on, breakout. Why? Because look, all you do, if you don't know how to chart too, try not to use the wicks. Right? You can use it and then see which one you like better. I'm gonna use the body because I'm gonna go off of this last candle. I'm not going off of none of the previous data. So once I do that, when in doubt, zoom out. Right? I don't see nothing. I don't feel like trying to go find it. So I'm gonna just go to a bigger time frame because it's all the same chart. There we go. I'm not about to scroll all the way over there when I know I got a bigger time frame to do that. And I'm just saying that so you guys can know that, like, you see, I was on a 4-hour, it's gonna take me forever. Whenever you see me doing that on a 4-hour and I'm literally going back, it's because I want targets, right? But if I'm just trying to see what's going on, I'm just gonna go to a bigger chart and I'm gonna see what happens here. Now that I drew that line, this is a buying opportunity with DraftKings, right? DraftKings has given all of their profits back since they IPO'd, right? So now it's about watching them. Automatically, I tell myself, buy down here. Buy. Why? That's the floor price. You know what I'm saying? You just automatically just dollar cost average in if you believe in it, right? And you think that they're gonna do something. I would have to go do some more research behind DraftKings because I stopped trading them. I was just really bullish on them at one point because they had, you know, well, not that they had, they still have NFTs. And me and D'Angelo were going crazy getting like the Tom Brady's, and no, I didn't even get the Tom Brady. D'Angelo got the Tom Brady. You know, I think I got Derek Jeter and like 3 others. But long story short, that's the only reason I was like really trading DraftKings, because of the catalyst behind it. And every time they would drop an NFT with Naomi or anybody, it was making a stock run. So that's the only reason I was trading them. But those are things that I would do, right? I'm trying to actually find something that I could draw up right here. Boom, amazing. Bow, bull flag, PMG to the upside on a month. Damn, it's on a monthly. Thought I was on a daily. I like this one though, because we just got a 2-2 reversal, right? Well, that was a 3. I thought it was a 2. So it is broadening its formation, but now you got to be careful. You got to see how this stock opens up. I would want to see this stock open up somewhere up here, right? Or not nowhere down here. I would want to see it open up here, because then it's going to take it, right? Because it already took out this PMG. The only thing it didn't take out was this last wick right here, right? So that's another thing. And then another thing I like to do, because I'm not finding stocks, I'm just telling y'all like things that I know I would do if I see the stock. I'm going to put an alert on this guy right here because I want to. But reason why is because look at the support and look at the resistance right here. You see this? This line that I drew, boom, bounce. It breaks down, bounce. You see, look, see how it broke down right here? When me and Jordan and I were talking about like lower lows and things of that nature, and bounce right back up, V-shaped recovery. D'Angelo talks about a lot about a V-shaped recovery, which is a double top as well. Look how it plays at this line. So now that you gave me all these newer lows and you just gave me another newer low, yes, actionable signal, shoot it to the downside, but we did take out a PMG. All I gotta do is go to smaller time frame. This one looks kind of bullish. Inside bar, I like that. 8 up PMG, 3 bar, inside, 3, 1, 2, possible to the upside, right? I like this. I like this, right? Because now that y'all took out this PMG, remember when we was on a daily? That's why I go to smaller time frames. The daily would tell me not to trade this, right? The 4-hour would tell me, yo, you could trade this. And this is a high probability trade, up or down, right? Because if I draw this, look at the range of this guy, 87, 89. I would trade this because it's not that bad of a loss if you lose, right? If you're going for calls and it hits this right here, boom, just get out your trade. Or you can still hold it because it's right next to the opening of the day and it'll possibly get a push right back up, right? But another reason I like it is because it took out that PMG on the daily. It would not allow me to enter that trade. This 1 bar is going to allow me to enter that trade and take the magnitude out of that PMG, of this bar that took out that PMG, which is the magnitude of 93.65, right? So I would like to take that trade, right? And you could go to a smaller time frame and find better setups. Bull flag, breakdown, right? Actionable signals. You know what I'm saying? That same line that I drew on a daily, we break that, we go up, we take out these targets. This is not that, it was the alert. We break out the targets, we take it all the way to alert. We get up here and we break this alert to get to monthly, and we don't short at this resistance. We're taking it up there. Nice PMG. Wow, let's take it all the way back up there, right? Look at these PMGs. It'll take out a PMG all day. All day. You see this one? Look how it took out the PMG right here. That's what this is what's going on right here on a daily chart. Boom. Look how the second one opened up, but it still went crazy. This is a 2-hour chart though, right? So things of that nature. Let's go to Disney. I'm just trying to find a setup. It's just everything died. So to find a good setup would be not the daily, right? Unless you're going to wait for tomorrow and then you got your entries and it'll let you know. But also Disney looks good. And it's just because it's giving that actionable signal, but I would still play it off of a different time frame. You know what I'm saying?
Someone was asking about what's a PMG.
PMG, Pippin Machine Gun. Pippin Machine Gun is higher highs or higher lows, or sorry, excuse me, higher lows like that, or higher highs, uptrend, Moody, higher highs. That's those are what PMGs are. So to show it to you on the screen, go to the hour, or kill out a whole bunch of PMGs all day. All right, so this is a PMG to the downside. How you got higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, and they ended out the day like that. You got a PMG right here. As soon as that day even opened up, it took out the whole PMG. One candle takes out a PMG. Oh, you can see my screen right here, bottom right. Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. One candle takes it all out, either to the downside or to the upside. You see all these little wicks, PMGs, one candle took it all out. Yeah. Let me answer some of these questions. I am about to jump off. Thank you. PMG, yes. Oh, I gotta scroll up. Somebody says on DKS, what is that blue candle? Blue candle in DKS. Oh, if you see a blue, huh? Hold on. I'm coming. Hey, I'm probably about to jump. Give me a second. All right, I'm gonna answer these last questions, then I'm gonna have to get off. I gotta drop my wife's eyes. Let me see. Looking at 40 puts. Let me take a screenshot, bro. I'll answer that. I'll just chart it. All right, I took a screenshot of this one. What is the indicator 321 mean? That is a strat setup, and it's actually 312. If you scroll up, you'll see D'Angelo explain it, but real quick, Shantae, to answer that question, the best way, go to the Discord, go to stock options, no, hold on, stock training, and just scroll all the way up and start from the beginning. Hold on. I want to make sure because I don't know if it's from the beginning. Yeah, start all the way up and start from the beginning, or you could just go to Sarah Sniper on YouTube. There's where I learned the strat from. The creator, his name is Rob, but she will explain what a 1, 2, 3 is. But you can definitely send me a DM. My wife is just very important to me, and I have to get off. Same, thanks, Moody. I love you. I said I love you. I learned a lot. Zoom, straight up, spinning gems. Oh, I appreciate that, bro, because I don't even feel like I did a good Zoom meeting. Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Y'all more than welcome. Trust me. And as soon as I'm done with this recovery of my wife, she just got like, I don't know, it's something like LASIK, but it's not LASIK. As soon as I'm done with this recovery, I'll have more time to just jump on the lives and even do extra classes and things of that nature. But go ahead and drop whatever you want to drop in my DMs, and everybody that's on my DMs right now, I'll be getting to you, and then I'm getting to you first because I got right back. I know you're going through something. I got you. But yeah.
Appreciate you, Moody. Thanks.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And one last thing, it's just a ritual of ours, I guess, and it helps us get better. If you can just go in the general chat and just drop down any feedback. I like negative feedback too. Anything that I can do better, if I did something that you wish that I could have did a little better, just let me know. I'm a person of growth, so I'm not going to take it in a bad sense. I'm going to take it in a way where, okay, let's add better value to the community and to the people. So just give me some feedback. Let me know, and let me know what you don't like. I appreciate you guys. May the Lord bless you guys and with the sole of your feet and cover you with his gracious blood. And peace out.
Amen. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Amen. Yeah.
Thanks, Moody.
Thanks, Moody.
Bye.
Have a good night.
You as well. Peace out.
Hi, Moody. I Moody.
We appreciate you. Go take care of your wife. Yeah, absolutely. Trust me, she gonna kill me.
Yeah, go take care of your wife and go to sleep. And get some food.
I'm over here. You don't even know. She was here. She was dying and laughing because while I was digging them holes yesterday with the plants, she was right next to me. They putting her plants. I was just digging the hose. She was like, Jordan a clown. But I'm gonna talk to y'all, man. Y'all have a blessed day. And I'll drop the video here tonight or tomorrow. Peace out, everybody.